and welcome to my video. I have here a Death Eater mystery wand where I ended up getting the Stallion wand. It does come with a cool stand and Death Eater mask for display. And what I decided to do is recycle this box and DIY it into an actual wand box. Now, I am not able to do an actual replica of a Harry Potter Ollivander wand box. However, I am able to repurpose the box and make it work as a makeshift wand box. So stay tuned on how I do that. So the first thing that I did was open the box at its seam, so that way I had it as one full flat piece. And after I did that, I did kind of rip some of the cardboard and made these edges a little too flimsy. So I'm just adding some tape to add a little bit more structure, just so it's not so flimsy and doesn't fall apart after I add all the paint and glue it back together to add the wand later. So next I'm preparing the box to be painted. Now because of the glossy texture of the box, the paint's not really going to stick, so I'm going to take some sandpaper and just lightly sand down the entire outside of the box, just so the paint will stick better to the box when it's time to paint it. So after sanding down the box, it's time to paint it. I'm using a mixture of red, burgundy, and brown with a splash of metallic gold to make a really dark reddish brown color for my wand box. And I like the gold as a nice little shimmery accent to it. And of course, I didn't realize until I was already halfway done with my box that they are indeed Gryffindor colors. So I am painting a Gryffindor themed wand box. I ended up doing 3 coats of this paint mixture to cover up all the text on the box, as well as some of the logos. And of course, I waited for each coat to dry before proceeding to the next one. Now for the final coat of paint, I decided to do a stipple method, just to kind of stipple on with my sponge brush and glob on the last layer of paint to add some texture to the box, as well as to finally cover up the remaining bits of text and logos that you might still see through the first 3 coats of the paint. After waiting for that previous layer of paint to dry, I'm now going through with my brown paint just to add some lines and a little bit of detail to kind of make it look like wood. And after adding those bits of brown, I figured there's not enough gold on the box, so I also go over with some of the gold to all the corners, edges, and then I kind of blend it in so it's not too bright. And then I decided to just kind of smear on a little bit more gold paint all over the box, just so it's not so bland. So after all the paint has dried and refolding up the box, it's time to look at all those edges and fill them in with paint. I'm starting with brown and then I go back over with gold just to fill in all the white spaces. to add the detail on the inside of the box, I have some gold tissue paper that I'm going to first glue down with some Mod Podge and then overlay on top with more Mod Podge to completely seal it and prevent it from ripping up in the future. Now with the paint all dry and the Mod Podge on the inside all dry, it's time for me to seal the paint on the outside with some more Mod Podge. This will prevent the paint from peeling off, flaking off, and to keep the box nice and sturdy once the glue is all dry. Now, with the glue all dry, I'm going to use my handy dandy glue stick to glue the box back into its shape. I'm just adding some final touches of gold paint to these edges as one last attempt to completely get rid of all the remaining white that is showing. And with that, I am done with my DIY recycled wand box. This is what it looks like, complete with the wand and the insert all inside, and it just kind of flops open so you can get the wand and still use it. And as an extra addition, completely optional, you can add some ribbon to the inside of the box to kind of imitate the Noble Collection's editions of their Harry Potter wands. My ribbon ended up being a little too thick to close the box properly, so I just kind of wrapped up the outside of the box with the remaining ribbon to make it look pretty. And with that, I'm done. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye!